So here are 7 tips for you to build an impactful meditation practice. Number 1, don't fight your thoughts. It's the biggest misconception that I encounter is that people think they shouldn't have thoughts when they meditate. You will always have thoughts. Even very experienced meditators have thoughts. The art is to not get hooked in their storyline, to let them pass by like clouds in the sky. So accept your thoughts and let them pass. Second, sit regularly. I'm often asked, for how long should I sit, for how often should I meditate? Meditate if you can daily. Don't beat yourself up if you miss 1 or 2 days, but sit regularly. It's like trying to train a muscle. So it's much more important you manage to sit every day, let's say 5 minutes, than once a week, 30 minutes. Third, be courageous. Now, we often think or have the expectation that our meditation should be some kind of blissful process. But really, what we're training ourselves is to be with whatever is present in the moment. So if there's anger, if there's sadness, if there's jealousy, whatever difficult emotions there might be present, they all belong. So be courageous and see if you can be with them. Fourth, integrate your meditation practice into your everyday life. For me, all this practice on the cushion is meaningless if it doesn't change the way we show up in our everyday life. So integrate what you learned about yourself. Integrate that pause. So when you speak to someone, just notice if you're really present. Or do a couple of check-ins during the day and notice if you're really present in your body, feeling the different sensations, thoughts and emotions that might be present. Fifth, cultivate positive state of minds. So it's natural that we all have a negativity bias. It's how evolution evolved and how our brains are wired. We're wired to see danger out there. And we're wired essentially for survival, not happiness. So we put a lot more value on our negative experiences. And to counter that, also take a moment in your everyday life to notice when you're happy, when you're joyful, when you have positive experience, and let that sink in, let that linger. Someone once said, it is gratitude that creates happiness and not happiness that creates gratitude. So that is another wonderful practice. 6, investigate your beliefs. Sometimes when there's a recurring difficult emotions or a recurring thought that we just seem to not be able to let go of, there might be an unhelpful belief behind that. So next time you encounter that, sit with that emotion and ask yourself, what am I believing? What is behind that? And then ask yourself, is it true? Most of the time, it won't be true. 7, this is the last one, but probably the most important one. It's be kind. The practice of loving kindness, it is like the secret sauce in everything. Be kind to yourself when you miss a practice. Be kind to yourself when you haven't managed to show up the way you want to be. And be kind to others.